Hello, this is John, host of Mgtow is Freedom, the Mgtow channel where you get to look at an oversized blonde guy talking about how he hates feminism and what men should do about it. Right? My suggestion, go your own way. Go by the rules that make sense to you in your mind and in your heart, what you know to be real for you as a man. So I've done lots of videos lately. I'm really pleased as punch that my message makes some sense. You know, in a way, for me, that's validation that I'm not fucking insane, right? I went through a number of years, really, before the internet, right? And certainly, when I realized how doomed my marriage was, I was thinking, am I fucking crazy? Am I the only one that sees this? How come there's not more out there? And there probably were, you know, back in 2002 and 3, men's rights, activists, blogs, and men with opinions, I'm sure, but I just didn't go looking for it, you know. Anyways, so I've got a comment I'd like to read, or I'm going to read an excerpt of it. It's from the Bud Kelly Files. He watched my video on the problem with nice guys, and he commented here. I'm going to read just an excerpt. He does say that after, as a veteran of 2 sisters, 2 wives, several live-ins, dozens of girlfriends, and thousands of dates, I feel that I have a PhD in womenology. You know, I bet there's a lot of, I'm going to have to do a degree on that, okay? What he did say, though, is that women look upon nice guys the way a wolf looks upon a lamb. And once you take the red pill and wake up to your own true nature and value, the bitches have no effect on you. It was a great statement that he made. Once you know your value, your worth, you as a man are yourself. You can be yourself. You can be proud of yourself. You don't need validation from women. You don't need acceptance from women. And that's really important. I think women, the problem with the overvaluing of women by women, they place way too much value on themselves. The thumbnail I've done for this video is some hairy-legged woman in a bathtub, just her legs sticking out, right? There's really nothing amazing about women. Nothing at all. Some are more beautiful, some are less beautiful, but for the most part, makeup is a fucking trick. It's a disguise. If you want, go to Jenna Marble's YouTube channel and look at her hot girl disguise. She is just a plain fucking looking girl until she puts on her makeup, and then she's a fucking hot little number. She's a hot little number. Women, their makeup, you know, it doesn't make them more valuable. It's a fucking trick to make you see them as beautiful. And then, if they're good at doing that, if they're good at a trick, they think that makes them more valuable, therefore more desirable, therefore you should give them more of your money, more of your time, more of your resources, because they're that beautiful. I mean, give me a fucking break. They spend $5 for makeup on one sitting, and you're supposed to spend $500 in appreciation? For a woman, that's one hell of an investment. But I say, once you realize that it's all just a trick, you see that women are overvalued. The problem with women is valuing them too much. There's really nothing to them. There's nothing to them. You know, you could say that one has great tits. Okay, so does the rest of them. Well, I like big tits. Oh, well, that makes it rare then, right, pal? No, there's a lot of big titties. There's a lot of small titties. There's a lot of medium titties. It doesn't matter what size you like. There's plenty to choose from. But we get it in our heads that we want those particular titties, or that particular piece of ass, or that particular hair. And we get it in our heads that it's more valuable. And so that $5 in makeup she just put on her face and in her hair, that's worth you giving up your life? The problem with women is they're overvalued, and they extract a heavy fucking toll to be with them, to have them, and you never really own them, you just borrow them. and only when they're willing to give it to you. The problem with overvaluing women is once you see the makeup as the trick, or the hair is the trick, or the tits is the trick, you look at the entire creature of the woman, right? And it's a trick. The whole thing is a fucking sham. The game is falling apart in front of their faces, and they do not like it. They don't like the fact that we now see them and understand the game. They want to keep tricking us, right? But now I see every woman with armpit hair. Whether they have it or not, right? I know that that's what they have. They have hairy legs, just like in the thumbnail. Because they grow hair out their legs. They grow armpit hair. Under their makeup, they're probably ugly, and at best, just plain. They draw on their eyebrows, their lips, their eyes. They make their eyes look big. It's all a fucking trick. They make their hair look amazing. It's a trick. What is the trick for? It's to get you to give yourself to them. You think you're impressing them? Oh, you impress them with your paycheck, your house, your car, your good looks, your suit, your power and your position in society, at work. That's what they want. And I've got to do a video on the fact that women do not love men anymore. Women don't love men. But for now, we're just talking about what they do see in us. They see physical, materialistic things. And so they say, how can I get that? I've got a great quote I've got to put on this video. Shit, I have another thumbnail I want to use for this. I'll save that one for later. Women overvalue themselves. They are very ugly people when you get down to it. Because I'm not talking about women in the perfect world ideological sense. I'm talking about the real women today. They are feminists and they are ugly. I see them as ugly creatures. Now, I've met women that are not visually attractive, with or without makeup, that have just mediocre hair and blasé bodies. But what makes them really cool and unique to me, why I like those types of women when I see them, is their personality. Literally, if they're nice and they're friendly and they're bubbly and they're sweet, I actually like them. You know, I'm not going to give them my money. I'm not going to take them on a date. But at least they're fucking pleasant to be around. You know, whether it's work or at the store or whatever. But you can take a beautiful model, Charlize Theron, right? But she's a fucking icy bitch. And you know, as a man, when she takes the makeup off and puts the hair down, she's just like the rest of them. There was one man that was kind of a studly male figure in my life when I was ending high school. His name was Glenn. He said, you roll them over, they all look like sisters. You know, that wisdom is stuck with me, right? They all look the same. Take off their makeup and hair. They all look the same. They may as well all have hairy